We begin our journey of understanding the different types of point mutation with our model strand. This is the DNA coding strand that we'll be basing our different mutations off of. The original strand, starting at the 5' end, reads MET, TRIP, as in all, cis, stop, pro, and glide. Our first mutation that we are going to examine is a silent mutation. This mutation is where a base pair is substituted, however there is no change seen in the amino acid or the function of the coding strand when the mRNA becomes translated. Our original mRNA sequence reads MET, TRIP, as in all, cis, and stop. When we change GCU to GCG, our new amino acid strand reads MET, TRIP, as in all, cis, and stop. This type of base pair switch seen in the silent mutation is known as a transversion. This is a change in the purine to pyrimidine base we will be discussing is a missense point mutation. This is due to the alteration of the DNA strand. This mutation results in a new amino acid being inserted into the protein sequence. Our original strand reads MET, TRIP, as in all, cis, and stop. With the missense mutation, we remove asparagine and in its place add histidine. This switching of A to Z in the base pairs is called a transversion. This also resulted in a new amino acid protein sequence. We started out as asparagine and ended up as histidine. The next type of mutation is known as a nonsense mutation. This mutation causes the DNA sequence to stop before the amino acid can finish the protein sequence. This results in a loss of an amino acid. Our original strand reads MET, TRIP, as in all, cis, and stop. With the nonsense mutation, our cis amino acid gets turned in to a stop amino acid. When we change the UGC to UGA, it will code early for stop, thus causing the DNA sequence to lose cis. The change from C to A is known as a transversion. The last point mutation we are going to be discussing is called a read-through mutation. This is where transcription of DNA continues where a stop codon was originally in place, thus causing it to code for an amino acid instead. This mutation results in a longer protein strain. Our original strand reads MET, TRIP, as in all, cis, and stop. With the read-through mutation, our stop amino acid is transformed into ARG. Our new chain will read MET, TRIP, as in all, cis, ARG, pro, and glide. The original stop codon UGA has been switched to make a different protein that no longer causes transcription to occur. This switch in the base pair is known as a transition.